I get it.
Welcome to Hollywood. The sign says don't walk, but you better go, otherwise the time's going to end up and you're not going to take the point.
That's right, you better run.
You can't walk either way, actually. Look at
That's
that.
weird.
Oh, yeah, those signs must be broken.
There's also no parking. Clearly, that car needs a ticket.
No kidding.
Parking right, 2 cars parking right next to a no parking sign. What's going on, Hollywood Police Department?
The thing is, there's at least 3 or 4 heroes that can just easily move that car. Actually, it's floating. Anyone could just push it out of the way.
Oh, man.
Can you really park a floating car? Can anyone just come by and push it wherever they want to?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I also don't know how Sombra works on the defense of this point either. We'll see if this is real or not. It looks pretty real.
Yeah.
Normally you see people do picks like this on the attack where they can easily switch without going back. We'll see if he goes back. I hope so, but also on one hand, I hope not. I want to see Sombra used as a legit hero pick here by Twilight. Looks like he's heading back.
You know, we saw him tease it, but yeah, I don't think he's going to stick with it. If you're just going to run a single Lucio, I'd be pretty shocked. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be swapping over the Ana, of course. Again.
Disappointing.
You know, we do see once in a great while the single healer along with the Soldier 76 on some defensive points like Gibraltar, sometimes Hollywood, but yeah, the Sombra, I don't think so. So Cloud9 on the attack right now, Mendo on that Surefour as we get things going here.
Mendo on the Surefour for sure.
Mendo on the Mendo on
That's
the Tracer.
I feel you, dude. I feel you. No, it's normally the other way around, but yeah.
It's going to be one of those days. It's just going to be one of those days, man. I don't know.
No, I'm teasing you, but it's interesting they're going to run this as a solo DPS essentially with the triple tank here, not using the soldier, which is a little bit more common for that range DPS. They're doing a solo DPS dive, you could almost argue.
Yeah.
Trying to look for pairings as they attack. They do have good position here already on the point as Gamsu is pushed way back behind that payload.
Yeah, that's right. Comeback Spirit in a little bit of an awkward position here to defend this. Nobody up on the cafe in the high ground. Mendo just sitting up there with the Tracer.
Liz is forced to defend here on the low ground, which is going to get tough for him once we do see Mendo come into the background.
Surefour
goes down,
you got hooked, man. And Cloud9's attack suddenly in jeopardy. May need to back up, but Mendo in the back lines now doing what he can. And yeah, they're going to have to get out of there. I mean, they lost Rib, they lost Surefour as well, and you need your Zarya and your Reinhardt if you're going to take that point.
This gives enough time for Liz to come back, and Kalmbach's really just not even going to attempt to hold this high ground any way, shape, or form. Perhaps scared of God's Roadhog here, although Liz,
nice
Twilight
hook.
Gets hooked there on the high ground.
That may not be one that would hit with the new patch once that happens, but Gods will take it so far. Mendo gets the kill on the Gamsu as well, and Cloud9 certainly looks like they're on track to maybe grab this point A now. Yeah, Kalmbach's Spirit looks like they're already backing away, and they're going to let him have it.
Yeah, they don't really have ults to come in here and contest this just yet. They're very close to, but they'd rather just save
maybe
these.
they'll go. Yeah, Liz coming in with the nano boost now. They're going to go for it. Cloud9 having to back away. That's an aggressive Soldier 76. He's got the high ground. There's Attack Visor now. Oh, he gets at him before he gets behind the Reinhardt shield. Gods gets the hook in the end, but the damage has been done. C9 has to back away. There's a big Earth Shatter. Oh, but response as well. Everybody's going to take it now, I guess.
It's really important that Myungun has his self-destruct as well. He was trying to save it up here. We're going to get the hook onto Gods, and Sleepy Bear has whole hug. They absolutely can hold this. As it turns out, they bought just enough time. There's a huge Myungun ult as well. That's what I'm talking about. They tried to save these up. They were so close. Like I said before we went into that, we're on the cusp of all these ults. They're almost able to do it. Liz has a starting mediocre attack visor, but then gets the picks before he gets hooked. Then they buy enough time to get that self-destruct. Very well coordinated by Kalmbach. Very tricky to make it look like they're retreating, and then boom, come back in, and big commit there.
Yeah, I don't think Cloud9 was expecting that, man. Surefour has that Graviton Surge, though. They may just go ahead and bump rush this one. They've got the sound barriers. Certainly they are going to use it. Oh, that got absorbed. Surefour losing that Graviton Surge to Myungun on the Diva, it looks like, and now he's got to contend with this Reinhardt. Manages to take down Gamsu, and despite the rough start, Cloud9 winning the early fights, but here they come. Sleepy Bear with the kill on Mendo. Ribbon at him, though, able to finish things off, and the payload will start moving.
Yeah, God's aggressively positioning here. This time, not going to be tricked by anyone coming in for a secondary push, going to punish anyone who looked to do so. And 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here for Cloud9. Very close to getting it the first time, but second time's the charm here.
Dude, I saw Zariel get absorbed. That's a second time.
Yeah, no, that's a really
ever.
hard thing to do as a caster, man. I'm new to casting this game.
I think I'm like 2-7 at this point.
It's tough.
The win rate's going up, though. That's the important thing.
That's important, absolutely. And it's
looking for a hookup on the high ground there.
It's unfortunate for Surefour, but here's a big Earth Shatter there onto Gods.
Yeah. Now Liz on the high ground with that Soldier 76. Nobody to really deal with him at the moment either. The payload's still moving. They're going to need a little bit more to stop Cloud9.
Yeah, he's not able to get any picks. He does massive amounts of damage. There was the heal deny there as well, but it's still enough. He has another attack visor available here as he actually drops down that heal. Perhaps didn't need that there. But he's going to look for picks here at the back behind the Reinhardt shield. But this payload is nearly at the next checkpoint. Okay, here comes that tech visor.
That nano visor used, gets two already, gets hooked, backs away. Oh, but the pin is going to finish him off. A lot of times that hook is enough to do it if you've got the nano boost. Surefour firing away, but dies before he has a chance to find a good Graviton Surge target. And C9 forced to regroup for the moment. The defensive fight coming out wins for Conbox Spirit.
2 minutes left to go here for Combox. They do have Sleepy Bear with the whole hog, and he's been quite successful with that so far tonight. Myungwoo's again going to have that self-destruct soon, but they did use the attack visor, so that's something that's missing. Big opportunities for Cloud9 to actually make this work with their next push because they do have the Graviton Surge, and we'll see how Surefour decides to use it. Hopefully it doesn't get eaten this time. It looks like it's not going to with Myungwoo dead. So a good opportunity here now to actually commit.
Yeah, without the Diva, a lot less to worry about if you want to set up this fight. If you're Cloud9, they'll go in. Looks like they're going to lose God. Sleepy Bear with a kill there. He ults, but no kills out of that one. Not really able to force Cloud9 out of position either. There's attack visor yet again. Mendo trying to make a play, needs to avoid that. Oh, Rip taken down by Myungwoo's ult.
Yeah, but he actually got killed there as he was in, the animation by that attack visor. Surefour getting the kills without actually the Graviton Surge even being used. So very good ult efficiency here by Cloud9 as they take this second point. And a lot of momentum now in their hands.
They're looking a bit more comfortable now. Absolutely. Sleepy Bear out of position. Should not have been that far up. And it's going to be another hook on the Twilight. They're going to be without their Ana for a little while. So Cloud9 going to get a good start pushing this payload through a lot of point 3.
Again, the ult efficiency here is so important. They have 3 left available. Liz going to have another attack visor soon. It would have been useful to have earlier. And there's no defensive self-destruct at this moment in time.
Decent ults on both sides. Let's see if Surefour goes to the flank here with that Graviton Surge. Gods, though, on top. Gets a hook onto Gamsu. Oh, can't quite land the left click, and now he's got to worry about the Diva. Pops a log as he comes in. They're going to use that with a Graviton Surge. Liz with 1. Nano boost onto the Lucio there. That's not where Conbox wanted to put it. Oporochi's a bloodthirsty DPS, but not that bloodthirsty.
Yeah, it looks like
Conbox is going to hold for the moment, though, anyway.
Gods wanted them out of that.
Guess so,
out of
wow.
that Graviton Surge. Knocked them all out. That combo not always the most effective, but nearly got a lot of kills there. Still a strong push, though. They're nearly up this final ramp as Liz is actually going to switch over to the Reaper, looking for a flank. A risky switch to actually do this late into the game. He's not going to have a Death Blossom almost certainly in the next minute or so.
Looking good for Cloud9. Oh, Rib finds a pretty good Earth Shatter. Let's see if they capitalize. Oh, he botches a charge, though. You don't see that happen very often. Gets Twilight with the Fire Strike, though. That's a nice bit of redemption there. And Cloud9 winning this fight, but they've got to deal with the respawns. Mendo has a good option to come in from the side here. Gets a good amount of damage on Myungwoo. Popping on the mech right now, taking the air. Good tracking there. And that payload, oh, I thought it was going to make it right there, but not quite. Now they should do it. Cloud9 comes away with 3 points on their offensive round.
I like what you said earlier about the confidence. You could really see them come into their own after that second capture point. A lot of conservative play on the side of Surefour there with the Zarya ult. He didn't want to blow it until it was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't get the massive kills he was looking for, but still being very slow, being very calm and patient with their ults there. And Liz struggling a lot there on the Soldier towards that high ground when he was up on top of the house. I don't know the technical term for that. I'm too new to casting Overwatch, but
well, I mean, we've been calling it Westworld lately, but you can call it like Backlot or something too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Top of one of those old West buildings.
Sure.
Wow, the clouds are moving really fast in Hollywood.
I bet a storm is coming.
Day.
A storm is coming.
Maybe. Better watch out.
Yeah. No cumulonimbus up there.
You don't get a lot of thunderstorms in LA.
No, not generally. I see every now and then. Whenever it rains in LA, I know because everyone on Twitter complains about it. I follow a lot of people in LA on Twitter and they're like, it's raining today. I guess it happens that rarely.
We had a lot of snow today in Seoul.
Yeah, it's actually come down quite thick.
Yeah.
Adam's going to play Some Symmetra here.
I like it.
I like it. We saw this a lot on this map in promotions and also in the World Cup as well.
Yep.
And even in Gyeonggi, quite a bit, to be honest, at IEM. So a good map to play the Symmetra with the change to her ultimate, getting the second one, the shield generator. She's quite powerful here.
Well, she also got some really good quality of life changes. You start out with 6 turrets to place now instead of having 3 and then building up. And, you know, as you do it, you can build up to a maximum of 6 turrets in reserve, too. So what that amounts to is it's much easier to get your turrets in position before the match begins, and also much easier to replace them during the match. So, and she got that big floating shield, too. That's a big change. So Symmetra, much improved, and we have been seeing it a bit more often in competitive play.
Her range as well, you know, her tethered range is so powerful. I mean, she could actually do quite a bit of damage, yeah. So
5 to 7 meters now.
Gamsu,
from 5 up to 7.
Right. Gamsu was playing the Tracer, but he's switching over now to play a little bit more normal. Going to play the Reinhardt, and we're going to see that standard soldier 3-tank composition rolling forward here, as you expect to see. Liz, though, getting caught here right away with the heal tonight, does survive.
Yeah. Hanbok Spirit trying to sneak around through the building here. Cloud9 obviously knows where they are, but it's dangerous to go into that hallway. God's looking for the pick.
Yeah, this is actually a very risky
There's
move.
what he was looking for. There's Twilight. Man, he was so ready. Gets finished off by Sleepy Bear, but good to take out Twilight. Really nice pick by Gods. That's going to force Hanbok's Spirit back.
You kind of put all your eggs into one basket coming up at an angle like that, but
you just got to watch those flanks, man.
Exactly. You got to kind of capitalize on moments where that guy gets out of position to get the flank.
Yep. Add him about halfway to the ultimate once they get that shield generator down, which is usually what people have been using lately on Symmetra. It suddenly becomes much tougher. You're basically fighting like a 6v7 with the amount of extra health from shields that the defensive team gets.
Yeah, I mean, the Symmetra is essentially playing a mini game of trying to get the shield generator up. If she gets it, her pick was worth it. If not, sometimes you'd argue otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll see if they can hold on. One more push should be enough to do that. Sleepy Bear trying to poke forward here, misses the hook onto Sure4. And actually misses the turrets there, too.
Looking for a place to put that, though. Yeah.
We're all just watching as the point is contested. Put it down, Adam, put it down.
You don't really want to put it down where you know people are seeing it, but you got to get it down because it's so much extra help for your team. He finally does get it down there. Liz, though, knows exactly where that is. That's normally where you put the shield generator on this map, but it looks like they've managed to fight off Hanbok Spirit for the moment anyway.
Okay, Rib does have this Earth Shatter.
Yep.
Got a decent amount of ults. They may be able to full hold this. 40 seconds is their time pool. So the 2 minutes left here. We're going to see the commitment now to the sound barrier.
Yeah, Nano Boost right away onto Rib. He's going to go for the charge. Not going to connect with it, though. Sound barrier wearing off of Spirit. I think they may have used that one a little bit early. Oh, and that did not work out for Kamsu.
140 left on the clock here. Using that sound barrier to no success. Kind of wasted there. Gamsu's going to have his Earth Shatter up in 7% more. But the shield generator getting massive value at this point in time as Cloud9 just looks to build up the rest of their ults. Sure4 again with the Graviton Surge ready in this choke point. It's so powerful.
Liz on the Reaper now to try to combat this triple tank that we're seeing. Cloud9.
It's going to be tough to get in position. There's so much extra shield.
Oh boy. Sure4 getting really close. Drops that Graviton Surge, and they're going to try to follow it up. There's the charge. Everyone getting pretty low there. Rib gets a kill. There's one for Gods as well. Popping that whole hog. And it looks like Cloud9 is going to hold again. They are really on their way to a full hold. Nice pick on the Twilight with the hook in the end. And now it is less than a minute for Hanbok Spirit to try to just get the payload moving.
Yeah, this is really frustrating right now for Hanbok. They've really got one more or perhaps 2 more shots if they're lucky here at this push. Myunghoon does have the self-destruct. Liz not finding value with the Reaper yet again. Feels like a bit desperate when he switches to it at times, only having success on Ilios so far on Well. Myunghoon is just looking for an opportunity here to drop the self-destruct. Here's his attempt.
Oh, all right, nobody taken. Sleepy Bear, meanwhile, gets the kill on Nemendo. That's something they need. Liz gets hooked. He's got the Nano Boost, finishes off Gods. That's 2 for him on the Reaper now.
And he has the Death Blossom.
Yeah, oh, he's going to die before he can use it, though. Cloud9 fighting back right now. There goes Gamsu. Nano Boost wears off on Sure4.
He's about to have a Graviton Surge,
right
too.
Now, man, this is tough.
10% left.
Yep. Rolf back there supporting.
5 seconds left.
This may be it. It looks like Cloud9 is almost certainly, they're going to full hold here, man. Spirit, I don't think they have any chance of taking this. Another Graviton Surge comes in, and that should be about it. It's all cleanup for Cloud9 right now, as they will full hold on Hollywood on point A. and win Hollywood.
There you go.
GG.
Very solid hold there. The Symmetra got shield generator up early. And I have to admit, I feel like Liz is a great soldier player. We've seen him attempt to use these Reaper swaps, but it usually seems like it feels desperate. He switches to Reaper, he's like, oh, I just can't get past their shielding, so their tank play is too good. I'm unable to find damage.
Yeah.
And they wasted that sound barrier that was so painful because that gave a lot of ult charge, of course, to Cloud9 for their follow-ups. And, you know, it meant they never really had a solid, strong follow-up push. You saw how good it was when Myungin actually dropped down the self-destruct, how powerful that ult can be even if it doesn't get kills. It opened up the doors for Sleepy Bear to get some kills, to get the damage, to get some hooks. But Cloud9's tank play just too much for them there in the end.
I think that was really well played. Adam did great on the Symmetra, got the shield generator down, kept it protected. Good shields to help preserve Rib's Reinhardt shield.
Well, now we're tied 1-1.
Yeah, we're all tied up. Going to take a bit of a break, and then we will be back for our assault map and see who takes the lead in this best of 5. We'll see you then.